What's up, boys? This 782 here with episode 7 of the Brooklyn Bellows franchise mode here at the beginning of the playoffs in the year 2021, taking on the Washington Capitals. So going up against Washington, last episode we looked at their lines. They are a strong team, a record of 49, 24, and 9 as opposed to our 43, 32, and 7 record. They finished off the year a bit stronger than us, 5-3-2. We were 4-6-0. But we had a good season with some good guys. And I'm quickly just going to fix the lines. Give me 1 second. These will be the lines going into the game number 1 of the playoffs. Big Mikey, he says, just keep the lines as they are. Put Wheel back in there, and I 100% agree. Oscar Sundqvist, he was in the lineup for 4 games, no points, -2. Jordan Wheel deserves to be there, plus the lines how they were working in the season. I have switched Elias Anderson and Paul Stastny from their usual spots though. Stastny had a 30-point season, -15 on the third line, while Elias Anderson had a 28-point season, +8 on the fourth line. So I'll try him up on the third. We'll look at this for the pairings. And I'm just going to quickly fix up the special teams. So special teams will look like that. Sam Girard and Jeremy Waugh are both out, so it's tough. We're putting Muller in there. Duncan Keith is even in there. He's going to have to find some of his Stanley Cup brilliance. His poise is 90, so hopefully that'll give him some clutch in the playoffs. Pounding kill is going to look like this. I don't think it is exactly how I had it during the season, but the stats look good. I'm going to try it out. Tyson Jost, although he's playing second-line wing, his face-offs are up to 80, so he's definitely a full-on center now, because I thought that his face-offs were in the 70s. I'll keep him on the wing, but now at 80 face-offs, he's definitely someone we can trust down the middle. Palin, whatever you want to call him, he has only 3.5-star defense, but 97 shot blocking, 93 stick checking. So his NHL debut is going to be here in the playoffs. He played 1 game for us and was a -1 with 1 shot. Jonas Korpisalo will be between the pipes with Allmark backing him up. Sundqvist is scratched. Girard and Waugh are out. So it's going to be a little bit of an uphill climb that is. But we're going to fight for it, boys. We're going to show these guys who we are. We're going to prove our worthiness to be here in the playoffs. Second year in a row. Last year we bowed out in the second round. We come up against the Washington Capitals this year, boys. We are in Capital One Arena. Let's go. First period here in Washington. First period goals for Melker Karlsson, that old pig, and Mitch Marner. Marner had a career high in goals this year, 34. Melker, he always turns it on in the playoffs, so you got to watch out for him. Marner gets his second of the game. We have 20 shots to win. Washington's like 8 at that point. Power play that we kill off. Second period, a goal for Martinook to tie it up at 2. Heading into the third now, the game is tied. We're up by about 10 shots. Power play for the Capitals that we kill off. Holtby standing strong, so is Korpisalo. Marner has 2 goals. Who else is going to pitch in? Power play, there he is. Tyson Jost, the centerman. Tyson Jost, 3-2. Will that be enough to hang on for game number 1? It won't be. Martinook with his second of the game with 33 seconds left, and we're headed to overtime, boys. But it doesn't even matter because Ryan Ellis ends it. Wow, right from the goal line around. Wow, 1 goal per period per team except for when we took it in overtime. 2 goals from Marner, 2 goals from Martinook. Game-winning goal in overtime for Ryan Ellis. And we have a 1-0 series lead. Makes me smile. So, game 2 on the road. We took 1. Let's take 2, boys. Let's get both on the road. Let's get both on the road. Here we go. First period. Martinook, Coleman, and Hagelin. What's with the playoffs being just a bottom 6 festival? How come everyone in the bottom 6 just scores? Now here's Paul Stastny, the 4th line center. He makes it a 3-1 game. And then we got another one from Tyson Jost. We are down by 1 heading into the third period. Come on, boys, we can do this. Someone tie it up. There's Tyson Jost. Wow, there's always some people that you just love in the playoffs. And it looks like this year, at least this series, it is definitely Tyson Jost. Second goal of the game, and that ties it up at 3. 5 minutes left in the third. We have 35 shots. Who is this guy, Martinook? 4 goals and an assist through 2 games. He looks like the caveman from the Geico commercials. Who is this guy, Martinook? Are you serious? This guy on the third line, he's playing 15.5 minutes per night. He has 5 points. Fourth line forward, top 9 potential. Then Coleman, Hagelin, they're scoring goals. Meanwhile, none of these people in the top 6 have scored. And where's Melker Karlsson? Injured. Ciao, piece of garbage. Played 1 game for 5 minutes, scored a goal, and got injured. Classic. So here we are for Game 3 now. We are back at Chicharo Arena. The fans are buzzing. They've been waiting for playoff hockey. The series is tied at 1. We lost last game by 1 goal. Let's just get it done and take a series lead. First period, goal for Mitch Marner. Only Marner and Joe seem to be scoring in this series. Power play, Andreas Janssen. There he is, 2-0. Him too, he had career highs this year. 5-on-3 power play. Tyson Jost with his 4th goal of the series. 3-0 lead for us. Rest of the second period yields another 2 goals. Pontus Aberg gets 2. 7 minutes apart, the 4th line. 5-0 for the Bellos. Pontus Aberg. He loves being in the NHL, and he is just making it all worthwhile. 5-0 lead for the Bellos. Halfway-ish through the third and final frame of game number 3. A goal for Nieto to break the shutout on Korpisalo. It was a 22nd shot of the night, I think. And Tyson Jost just gets one on Ilya Samsonov to make it 6-1. Oh man, Tyson Jost 2 goals, Pontus Aberg 2 goals in the first start of the game. Andreas Janssen with a goal and 2 assists. The boys are loving it out in Brooklyn. 5 goals in 3 games for Tyson Jost. The boys are loving it in Brooklyn. Let's just make it a 3-1 series, boys. We're up by a game. 2-1 series lead going into game number 4 at home. We have been dominating these last couple of games. First period, nothing. Second period, goal for Lars Eller, the third line on Washington. Third period now, down by 1. Braden Holtby, and there's Coleman making it a 2-0 game. That might have been shorthanded. Power play for us. We've been doing well in the power play this series, but not enough. Another power play. Man, Holtby, what a night for him, man. A 39 save shutout for Braden Holtby. Got to give it to him. Series is tied up at 2 now. You got to respect it. So that means we're going to go into game number 5 back in Washington. With the series tied at 2. The Bruins swept the Canadiens, I see. Alright, early power play for the Capitals that we kill off. First period, 2 goals for us. Oh, sorry, sent it too quick. Jordan Wheel and Tyson Jost with his 6th goal of the series. And Wheel, he's just smiling on that 4th line. Kuznetsov comes back, makes it 2-1. As we head into the third period, Mitch Marner makes it a 2-goal lead as we're up 3-1 now. Power play for us. Alex DeBrincat with his first. Ryan Ellis gets his 2nd of the series. 5-1 lead. It's crazy how the floodgates just open up. But then last game it was a 39 save shutout for Holtby. The floodgates open up. We are up by a score of 5-1. Will it end like that? And yes, it will. A 5-1 victory for the Bellos. 3 goals in the third period. Goal and 2 assists for DeBrincat. Goal and an assist for Marner. And 29 saves, was it? 29 saves on 30 shots for Jonas Korpisalo. He loved the playoffs last year, so got to give it to him. Jeremy Waugh is available for the next game, but I'm not going to play him because I don't want to get him re-injured. So we're just going to go into it. At Chicharo Arena, boys, we have an opportunity to take down the Washington Capitals, a team that was higher than us in the standings, in 6 games at home. Let's get it done. Tyson Jost, Alex DeBrincat, Mitch Marner. I'm looking at you, boys, the big ones. Early power play, nothing from that one. First period, goal for Elias Anderson. All right, 1-0 game. Elias Anderson, Mitch Marner, thank you very much, 2-0. Power play for the Capitals, goal for Evgeny Kuznetsov, yep. Simulate that second period. A few more goals, DeBrincat and Chittle make it 4-1. Belly, 4-1 lead. Will it be enough? Power play for us, killed off by the Capitals. They are fighting for their lives, down by 3 with 10 minutes left. Opportunity for us to go straight to the second round. Everyone's buzzing in Chicharo Arena. They want it to finish, and it looks like it will. The Brooklyn Bellows are off to the second round in back-to-back seasons. 27 saves for Korpisalo and a goal and assist for Marner and DeBrincat. 8 points in 6 games for Mitch Marner with 5 goals. Wow, quite a performance. There were some players that really got it done this series. Mitch Marner, 8 points. Jost, 7 points with 6 goals. DeBrincat, Chittle, Janssen, all with 6 points. Almost all our goals came from these two guys right here. 11 goals combined. Ryan Ellis with 2 goals, 2 assists. Even Stastny getting in on it. Nyquist, 4 assists. Okay. Mirko Muller, 3 assists. All right. Man, Bowen Byram's in there. Even Palin. Everyone's gotten the point except for Duncan Keith, who's on the first defense pairing, but his plus minus is 1, so I won't say anything. And Andreas Borgman. Won't say anything really there either. I might keep... I think I'm going to keep Palin in over Borgman. This guy's a plus 6. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to bring Jeremy Waugh back in. Who was a negative here? Negatives, Tyson Jost is a 0. And only real negatives, Byram at -4, which is unlike him. LeBlanc, -1. So yeah, maybe bring in... Because Borgman and Byram were a pair. So I'll put back Byram and Waugh, which was a pair in the season. They were friends, so we'll put them back together. And we're going to the second round, boys. Who will our opponent be in the second round? It will be the Pittsburgh Penguins. All right. So Bruins and Islanders and Bellos and Penguins. Let me just quickly fix up the lines with Jeremy Waugh back. Give me a second. So those will be the lines. Jeremy Waugh is right there on the power play and on the second defensive pair. I'll slot him in on the 4-man power play right here and all that good stuff. So we're ready to go, boys. Let's check out the Pittsburgh Penguins lines. So the Penguins, Patrick Hornquist injured on the top line, 34 years old, only played 1 game so far. Sidney Crosby, 94 overall, 1 goal, 3 assists through 6 games. Phil Kessel, 3 goals, 2 assists. Second line, Gensel and Malkin are there, the big boys. Malkin down to 85, he's getting old, but 6 goals in 6 games with 7 points. Taylor Liar, 2 assists. Marian Gabrick, Nick Bjugstad, and Zach Aston Reese. That's an interesting line right there. Goal and 3 assists for Bjugstad. McCann a goal, Russ goal and assists, Simon goal and 2 assists. Defense, they have Adam Larson. So they traded for Adam Larson, who has 1 assist, and in this season he had a 25-point year. Alright, good to see for the poor guy. Chris Letang, 2 assists. Mata, 3 assists. Peterson, 2 assists. Dumoulin 1, Chiara 2, and in nets is Matt Murray, 90 overall, very nice save percentage and goals against average. Give him the respect that he deserves. 2 shutouts in the year, 36, 21, and 7. Nothing too crazy in the year when you look at this. When you look at the stats and the numbers, but in the playoffs he's been turning on the Jets. Scratched, no one big, and that's Pittsburgh, baby. So are they defeatable? I think so. I think their bottom 6 is a bit weak. We might have them on the scoring. They don't have too many guys who have gone off. They had 47, 20, and 7 year. And they took down the Flyers in 6 games, just like we took down the Capitals in 6 games. So here we go, boys. Round number 2 at PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh. The Bellos are ready to go. After getting swept last year in the second round, they're ready to make a statement. Quick goal for Phil Dutrill. 1 minute and 2 seconds into the game. Great start. First period, but we come back. Andreas Janssen 1-1. It's okay. Getting outshot by Crazy. And that was probably a shorthanded goal that we just let in there. 1904. Yeah, that was a shorthanded goal, I think. Second period, down by 1, being outshot 25-13. Now 29-13. Yikes. Come on, boys. Somebody wake up. Power play Pittsburgh. We kill it off. Shots are 37-16. Getting absolutely pummeled. Somehow Korpisalo is holding on. Yikes, the poor guy. No one wants to support the poor guy. Malkin gets the empty netter. Yeesh. Korpisalo, 39 saves on the night. 20 save shutout for Matt Murray. Didn't have to do much. Sorry, 20 saves on 21 shots for Matt Murray. Didn't have to do too much. Shake it off, boys. Shake it off. Let's go to game number 2. Let's get it going. Shake it off and get it going. Let's wake up. Murray, nothing special. We can take him down. Game 2 in Pittsburgh. First period, 3 goals, 2 for the Penguins and 1 for us. Malcolm Letang for the Penguins, Alex DeBrincat for us. Being outshot 17-5. 17-5 we're being outshot. That's just crazy. Second period, no scoring. 29-14 are the shots. Korpisalo's standing on his head to keep us in. Power play for us goes nowhere. Power play for the Penguins, 5-on-3, 4-on-3, 5-on-4 for us, nothing for anyone. Still a 2-1 game. Back-to-back 2-1 games it looks like it may be. Who's going to be the late hero? No one. Back-to-back 2-1 losses. And back-to-back first stars for Korpisalo, which means nothing. So I've switched the lines around a little bit. Aberg and Stastny are moving up. LeBlanc and Anderson are moving down. And Muller and Waugh changed places on the defensive pairs. Let's see if that does anything. Because Muller and Palin, whatever, are both like +8s on the plus-minus. And then Jeremy Waugh's a -2. So here we are in Chichawa Arena. Game number 3, round number 2. It is a must-win. Come on, boys. And you're not serious. We even get a shot until 5 minutes into the game and it's 1-0. And now it's 2-0. Adam Larson, go to prison. Second period, nothing. Third period, we have 10 shots through 2 periods. How is this possible? What is happening? Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What is happening? What is happening? Back-to-back years of getting swept. Are you serious, bro? Back-to-back years of getting swept. You're serious? That makes you smile at night, bro? When you think about how we got swept in back-to-back seasons? Makes you happy to think about that? You're proud even? You think you're proud when you can go to bed and smile at night and say, man, we got beeping shamed. Must be nice to just go to bed with the biggest possible smile on your face and say, I'm proud of what I did today. I can smile and say that I can sleep with a closed conscience because I fought for who I was and I gave it my all. Must be nice to be able to do that, huh? Unless you can't. Here we go. Game 4 in Chichawa Arena. Down 0-3. First period, Kevin LeBlanc with his first goal of the playoffs. 1 minute and 9 seconds in. The goals are always 18:51. Another EA glitch. Whenever a quick goal happens at 18:51. And then Mirko Muller made it 2-0 and Kessel made it 2-1. Up by 1 here. Second period, goal for Evgeny Malkin to tie it up at 2. Aston Reese makes it 3-2. We're down by 1. Let's get some shots, boys. Let's get some bodies on the net. You're not serious, bro. Power play. Nothing. You're not serious. Somebody do it. Okay, now we're gonna hop in. It might be crazy with the way that the sliders are, but I just want to watch. I want to watch a little bit here. Let's see if we can get something. The sliders are gonna make it happen. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the boys can do for us. The sliders are a bit up, so you see that there's a lot. They're quite fast. There might be some goals on both sides. I'm not sure how easy they'll come. Gensel, Crosby, come on, a few seconds. Jeremy Waugh, here he comes. Tira bello. Come on, bro, fight for who you are for another 12 seconds. Marner to Aberg, gets destroyed. For some reason, the 4th line is out. That makes sense. And they dump it in. Empty net with 3 seconds left, they dump it in. And that's the end, boys. We got shamed at home. Swept back-to-back seasons in the second round. Very, very shameful. So Marner, Jost, DeBrincat, Janssen, Chittle, even Nyquist, even Aberg, and most of these guys, they earned their right to not get chastised too much. LeBlanc, Anderson, Jeremy Waugh, no. Kapanen for sure. Even Wheel, they deserve to get chastised. Absolutely garbage. Kapanen, what are you doing, bro? 39 points in the season? Already a big decrease from your 48, and you put up 2 assists? Playing on the 3rd line with other people scoring points but not you? LeBlanc, bro, are you serious? You get 32 points. 32 That's like a point every third game, even every 2 games and a half or whatever. You get 2 points in 10 games. That's a point every 5 games. You're sleeping, bro. Stastny, 4 points, not that good. Mirko Muller, the defensive defenseman. Okay, that's cool, happy. Pontus, the legend. But come on, man. And then meanwhile, you have Korpisalo again, standing on his head. 4 and 6, but a 2.3 goals against average. Allmark was Pitts. 4 goals against for the one time he showed up. Man. Shameful. Another shameful year in the playoffs. A shameful exit. Let's just get to that draft, look at the end of the season stuff. And then we'll close off this one, boys, and it's time for the off season. Let's check out that draft class, see if there's anyone left to scout. So I just spent a solid 20-30 minutes sending out the scouts, looking at who wasn't scouted, writing all their numbers down, then going back to my scouting hub and making sure those specific people were scouted. So the scouting should be good. We should have a decent draft. I'm gonna sim just up to here because that's when some reports are done. Then I can send out some more people, sign another scout. Let me just go reassign him. And we'll keep simming. So congratulations to the Stanley Cup champion Winnipeg Jets and Calder Cup champion Laval Rockets. Salary cap's up to $92 million this next season, which is nice to see. And I'm going to keep working on the scouting as we move up to the draft. Here's how the draft lottery shapes up. Ottawa, Tampa Bay from New Jersey, lucky them, Colorado, Rangers, Calgary, and so forth. Central Scouting has their final draft class out. I did lots of scouting. I've spent a good half hour or so doing scouting, making sure the right people are being scouted for their potential. So we're probably going to be, I'm not sure where we're picking, to be honest, but at least these guys were all question marks. So I would have had to do a whole season of scouting. At the very least, I see 2 bars medium elite. This guy 3 bars medium top 9. This guy looks pits. 1 bar. I wish I knew more, to be honest, but yeah, it's a bit shaky when it comes to places like the Liga and the Dell and the SHL. If they're played like this guy in Russia, I got him fully uncovered. This guy in the Dell, I got him fully uncovered. But then other people, not so much. Like this guy in the NLA. This guy Rolison, Sean Rolston from France, is ranked 24 according to our scouts. But anyways, I did what I had to do, and I did as well as I could. I think I have a decent, solid number of people uncovered. I've already gone ahead and pinned some people, guys that guaranteed medium elite going 126, for example. That's gonna be a nice one. Gord Chimera, if I can snatch up him, a goalie. So hopefully I can get some solid goalies in this one. Bobby Goligoski can get sent to the Wolves, and yeah. I've gone through, I've pinned. See, there's a lot of 1 bar medium elites, which I might take some risks on. A lot of low elites here that I'm guaranteed to know about. So we'll see when the time comes who's going to go where and who I'm going to get. Ooh, viewer retired players. Who called it? Joe Thornton. Big career for Big Joe. 1597. His final season at the age of 41, 46 points. Patrick Marleau, Marion Gabrick, Zach Parise, Justin Williams, all those big boys. Anyone from Brooklyn? No one from Brooklyn. Any goalies who retired? Bobby Lou at the age of 42 calls it a career. Had a good final season. Antti Niemi, Peter Budaj, the legend himself, Jeff Zatkoff, on perhaps even a bigger legend. In 2 games, he had a 1.36 goals against average. Thomas Popperly. Congratulations, Thomas. Great career. Edit the trade block. Yeah, I'll go ahead and fix that. Presto changeo. So somehow Jonas Korpisalo went from 87 overall and a 3/4 trade value bar to 82 overall and barely any trade value. So that makes a lot of sense. Keep it up, EA. No problem. And I'll put the block at that. My wants are just any picks, a starting goalie, a top 4D, a second line forward, surplus, whatever. They just put whatever. I'll put Duncan Keith and Bobby Goligoski on the trade block, but most of the guys I'm looking to get rid of will not be with us next year because they have expiring contracts. So without further ado, let's just check out the awards. We'll see how our junior players did this season. Stanley Cup to the Winnipeg Jets, President's Trophy to the Lightning. It was Jets against Islanders in the Stanley Cup Final. Interesting. Player awards, Art Ross to Brock Besser. Hart Memorial, Patrick Laine. James Norris, Victor Hedman. Lady Bing to Patrick Kane again, second time in 3 years. Calder Memorial to Capo Caco. Conn Smythe to Connor Hellebuck. Vezina to Vasilevsky. Jennings to Vasilevsky. Masterton to Dillon. Selke once again to O'Reilly. Ted Lindsay to Laine. And Maurice Richard to Laine. So Maurice Richard, Ted Lindsay, and Hart Memorial all going to Patrick Laine. Looking at how our rookies did this year, let's see. Sean Pekka, 68 overall, 6'6". He had 37 points in 65 games in the USA. Grume Morris, had 114 points in 68 games. Emiliano Grume Morris. All right. Nice. Thank you. Good job. Justin Barron had 23 points in 67 games as a nice two-way defenseman. Is that what he is? Yeah, two-way defenseman. Jeremy Biakabutuka had 21 points in 64 games. Marcus Glebov over in Russia had 16 points in 56 games. Rolison, he had a big year. Lorenzo Rolison, 102 points in 65 games in the US. Very nice to see. Mikhail Zayuzin, 1 goal, 1 assist in the KHL. Igor Arbizov in the WHL, 30 points in 69 games. And lastly, Yuri Markov, 10 goals, 19 points in 52 games over in Russia. For our goalies, let's see him. Big Suglobov, 21 wins, 902 save percentage, 2.90 goals against average, and 5 shutouts in 40 games in the KHL. Very nice to see that. Vladimir Suglobov. Bobby Goligoski played 34 games in Liga, 16, 11, and 3 with 1 shutout. Decent save percentage, kinda, and goals against average. Anything for Francisco Crawford? Nothing. So looking at expiring contracts, I might look to try and sign some extensions quickly right here. I might save a little bit of money. So I'm going to see who wants what for the people who do want extensions. So for Philip Chittle, I'm going to try 4 years at $4.375 million. See what he says to that. For Tyson Jost, he wants 4 years around $5 million. 5 years it just increases by barely anything. So I'll try 5 years at 5 years at $4.775 million. See what he says to that. I don't want to be cheap. 5 years at $4.85 million. Go ahead and buy yourself a nice new car with that. Kevin LeBlanc, do I even want to re-sign him? 1 year, $3 million. You're pits, bro. You want $3 million? We'll get back to him. Stastny's not going to re-sign. Muller, I would like to get him back. Beagle's gone. Borgman, I would give him a 1 year extension at $1 million, but I can get him during the re-sign phase, no problem. I'm not going to do all that now. Yunus Korpisalo, he does want an extension. He is a UFA, so I should get him as soon as possible. If I go 1 year or 2 years, he wants like $3 million plus. 8 years, he'd want only 3.6. Only 3.6, but he's 27. I'm just going to save money here. Why not? There's no morale or whatever that garbage is. 2 years at 1.750. And hopefully he can bounce right back up to an 87 overall. Forsberg, I'm not even going to sign him. And Allmark is still there, so that works. Should I sign Forsberg? Would he even want to sign? Nah, he would want a one-way deal. So that'll be it for those guys. We'll see who signs in the next episode once we simulate the next couple days. And that's it for this one, boys. So rough exit. We got the scouting done. We're ready to hop into the draft. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.